Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. Look at the new loader tractor. Got a lot going on today. It's Monday, April 11th. I don't have my hat on, so I apologize for my balding head. Doesn't look the greatest. We're gonna get some stuff done. My dad and I are gonna be doing some field work up north. Pat and the boys are gonna be down here switching equipment. I saw the anhydrous bar, or you guys saw the anhydrous bar sitting out. So we'll see what we'll get into today. Let's go hook up the trailer. So I'm in the skid loader up north. Kick tires. Now we got our grapple bucket and a tree bucket going there now. So Nathan hooked the 7120 up to the drill to get it out of the shed, and now they can't get one of the hydraulic hoses out, so they're fighting that right now. But either way, I'm going to go ahead, load this thing onto the trailer. Get the grapple bucket on. Should be good. That's probably good. Greasing the grapple. Loaded up. I saw our neighbors out working ground right now. It's fit. It's mid-April. It's time to go. That's why we got to get this thing moving. Neighbors out, gonna go do some chisel plowing. Have fun, Scott. Need me a sandwich. Huh. Well, I'm stuck. Luckily, that's where I wanted to go. I kind of pulled in here and I was like, ah, crap, it's just down the road, and then tried to stop, back up, didn't work. Thought I was a lot firmer than I actually am out here. But either way, it's easy enough. I can just back the skid loader off and then I'll get it turned around and out of there. So let's get on it. No big deal, got out just fine. Got the trailer parked here, so now we got two fields that my dad thinned a lot of trees on. The second one being basically straight down this highline wire, not this first field, but the second one. Call that our highline wire field. The east fence side, part of this video when I was doing boundaries of it was bad. So luckily my dad had some time and he got some people, and they spent basically 8 hours with 3 people thinning that east fence line, which took forever, but they got it done. Or almost done, I should say. And other fields where I'm going first, my dad's east field. Got a cool, exciting program that my dad applied for and got signed up for. I'll explain that a little bit when I get down there. Now I got basically a 15-minute drive at the skid loader, all the way down the bottom of the hill, across the gravel, up the hollow, and up on top of that hill. See if I can get there. Just got down to the hollow. There's my dad's hunting blind. I'm gonna go basically all the way in the back, up on top of this hill, because we got basically 13 acres that we're gonna put into a set-aside reserve program. Like I said, I'll explain it when I get up there. Possible to film with this thing because I run on H-pattern controls and not ISO. ISO, all your propulsion's on your left hand, where H-pattern, you gotta have both of them to go forward. And it's not safe to drive with one hand controlling 2 controls. So here's what we're doing. Basically from this all the way up to the property line, which those little trees hanging out there, we're gonna basically fence all this out. It's about 13 acres. We're gonna fence it in so the cows can't get in it. We're essentially gonna make it a wildlife sanctuary. So there's a program out there. My dad knows more of the details. I'll have to tell you, have him explain it. But basically, the gist of it that I understand is we're gonna fence it out. We're gonna have put new fence in, go through and get all the invasive trees, all the invasive bushes and whatnot that aren't native to this part of Iowa. And we're basically gonna make it kind of back to what the original, before humans really started exploring this 200 years ago. That's to my knowledge, that's what we're gonna do. So the first step is get your fences in, get your border. So like I said, my dad's gonna clean through and put brand new fence in from here over there. We're gonna put a brand new fence in from here all the way to the other side of the hill. Then same thing from essentially this point up the hill up to the property line. So I need to go through and start grabbing a bunch of trees. Let's get it going. Woo, there's a lot of trees down here. That's a good cedar, good sized cedar that needed to go down. I'm just gonna work my way all the way to the timber. This isn't something you do every day. I got my magnet stuck on that to take the GoPro off. 200-pound magnets are good for some things, not good for others. There we are. Well, making good progress. Got about half this done. And a sizable pile back there. Trying to cross these fences without hurting myself. My bucket's just not quite long enough. I can't reach these trees that are off to the side. I'm gonna try and yeet them, but I don't think I'll be able to. I think we're probably just gonna have to hook them behind a tree or chain or do something. Not sure how we're gonna get these out of here. Or we could just leave them sit or chop them out to pieces. But either way, I'm getting pretty close. I'm 2/3 of the way from the gate hole to the fence. Did you guys hear that? I swear something barked at me. Sorry.
Chainsaw. Okay, I'm back at it. It's Monday. I'm up here by myself. Ron's actually with the skid loader over there on that other fence line. He's got that about whooped up, he said. We got about 150 yards of this rotten stuff to go yet. And then he's going to come up here and move all these piles, put them in a pile so we can get them ready to get burnt. Nathan's up doing seeding some waterways, and so he should be about done with that. And then he's going to pack it, then he's going to come up and give me a hand with the rest of it. So hopefully in a couple hours we'll have this all knocked out and go from there. So hopefully everything's going good. I hope everything's going good with everybody else. So we're going to keep at it.
It's a little tacky out here, that's for sure, but this fence line is cleaned up. For the most part, you can kind of see there's a little stuff, but that's good enough. So the next step for this project, this spring or some point here soon, my dad's gonna come through and rip all this fence out. We're gonna put brand new fence in. Because the goal of this program is for this piece of timber to be pristine for a very long time. So we wanna have brand new fence, we wanna have all this invasive and dead stuff out of there. And it's gonna be pretty sweet. I really can't wait to take you guys along with this. It's a little tacky though. So now we got a giant pile of brush. We're gonna let it dry for a year because this stuff is really wet on the inside. Like some of it's like, we'll get my gloves wet if I touch it. It's that wet, so we're actually just gonna let it sit, let it decay for a year or so, and then we're gonna come back next year and burn it. So that's why I stuck it here, so it's out of the gate hole, and it's away from really anything that, when we light this fire, it'll be a pretty big fire, probably 5-8 feet above, flames above this, I'm guessing. So we don't want it to be near the trees, so if for some reason we would light it on a bad day or whatnot, it would catch more things on fire than what we want. So there we are. Now we'll go ahead and head on to the next field. I'm guessing Nathan and my dad have already seeded the waterways, and I've already started working on the East Highline wire field. So I'm driving back, and I know this thing has sat here for years. So I'm going to pick it up and grab it. Not sure what it is, looks like an old drag or something. Either way, it's scrap, so I'm gonna take it back up front, so hopefully the scrapper can come pick it up or something. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. It was like a drag that was mounted on the back of a disc or something. Either way, it's really old. Probably well older than me. So I brought it up here so that way my dad can, whenever a scrapper comes by, he can just come and get it. Clean up this farm one piece at a time. This used to be this neighbored my great uncle's piece. They haven't been around for they haven't been around for about 10 years. One's been gone for about 10 years, the other one's 7. Let's head to the next piece. All right, you guys are going to want to pay attention to this because I royally screw up here in about 20 seconds. Anyway, so we had some logs that were cut down. I just kind of, well, actually that one rolled down the hill. I wanted to put all those logs that were in that side of the timber or in that hollow, just get them right next to the driveway so that way the logger can come and pick them up sometime and we can get paid. So I was going up to the next hill right here and I got stuck. There's some trees in the road. I tried to get it out of the way and let me know if you guys see it right about now. Yep, you guys catch it? And here I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If not, I'll slow it down for you. So here I am basically trying to clear this brush out of the way and I just keep sliding down the hill and here I realize that, oh crap, I'm sliding too far down and I just slide right into the tree. So if you guys didn't catch it, slow it down even more. So here I know I'm screwed, so I try to get out of there, somehow do, but then get caught in a tree, hydraulic hose right where the tree's at and then breaks it. Well, I got in a little bit of a pickle, kind of got slid down a hill, tree got caught and cracked the hydraulic fitting off. So I gotta go have them try to get those out. And then I gotta either get a new hydraulic hose or get that cut off right here, put a new end on, and then they'll get it on. So that was a couple $100 mistake. That sucks. Oh well, let's head into Bellevue. Just got all fixed up thanks to my local dealership. About an hour in and out, let's get her going. So what had happened was, I was pushing on this tree and all of a sudden I just started sliding sideways, you can kind of see, and I got on this hill and I just went down. And luckily, and I was pretty fortunate, there was nothing behind me, I was looking, but I didn't pay attention. And that tree right there caught those hydraulic lines and ripped them right off. But no harm, no foul. Take 2, let's get these out of here and let's get them done.
Looks like we got about 70, 80 yards to go till we're gonna stop. Ron's up there moving piles. Nathan and I are tired, cutting wood. And I'm shot. Nice to be able to see this fence again though.
So I'm up in the high line wire field. They cleared out a lot of trees. Not a lot of big trees, but a lot of small trees. Been up here for about a half hour. I've already made that giant pile and I've only gone 100 yards. So I got a long way to go. So there were a pile, and I legit mean a pile of trees around here. I mean, just look at this, 10 feet, probably 20 roots. It's a good job getting done. I mean, it's a steep hill we're on. 16, probably 15, 16 degrees here. But they're just going down. I'm about halfway done cleaning this up. It's 5 o'clock. So we're making progress, that's for sure.
Ron to the rescue.
Do something instead of filming all the time.
Well, looks good.
Also, now you'll be able to come in with your mower every year and just trim this stuff up now it's thinned out. Yeah. So that's how thick it was across the entire half-mile field. So we got 80 yards left. We'll get her done. Well, this was a heck of a project. Took 3 full days of my dad cutting and half a day with the skid loader cleaning stuff up and piling up. So the project's only 3/4 done. I was just gonna let it sit for a year and burn it next year. So Nathan's gonna take over. I gotta go to class. Gonna have virtual class for about a half hour. I'm gonna head home and then get some hamburgers. So next year or the summer, if we ever get some time, we're gonna keep going. Cut down all of these trees. There's not as much on this west side of this field, but it's still, it's been years of mismanagement that we haven't just been lacking on cutting things down, so they need to happen soon. And it's not too bad. You kind of see much thinner once you go farther up to the field. So we got some waterways seeded. We basically seeded this down right here, mainly just because it's an efficiency play. Instead of my dad having to come out this driveway, drive all the way around just to get right there to get some hay bales, it's much easier for us to put a little strip in right here, and we go in right here. So Nathan seeded this as well as right there in that corner. So we did this one as well, but I don't think I marked this one, so I will have to outline it, which that's not that big of a deal. First I would have redone this one too. What I mean by that is I did take a side by side and mark that one, mark where that waterway is. That's why I'm out here driving around and checking. And they also did this one. This one was getting pretty bad as well, so Nathan, like I said, he did a little zigzag, then went up and down, and then a little bit of side to side right here. Just because what this is a waterway. We are giving up our crop ground to put a grass strip in there, because grass, the roots are really close together. When water flows by during a really heavy rain event, water flows by, grass will keep the soil there where a corner might wash away and build a rut. I'm gonna go ahead and take this up. There we go. Good enough. Let's head back to Preston. All done. Let's hop in the truck. So in order to make these waterways, what my dad did is he disced it twice, once yesterday, once today. You can kind of see there's our little disc over there. Actually, let's go take a look at it, because that's the disc right here, card right here, where it was an auction buy. I bought it for a couple $100. Me and my buddy fixed it up, put some weight on it, made it look all snazzy. And now we use it up here just for small stuff like that, discing up waterways and whatnot. It works slick. Nothing special by any means, but it works, and it's cost effective. There's our nice new Holland, bought new a couple years ago. It's usually a tomcat around here I like to chase. These are oats bales from last year. We need to come up, eventually we'll come up here and bring them up to the main farm. Those will get ground up into our fat cattle ratio, our cow mix, if you will. And there's our drill that we brought up, Nathan brought up today. I'm guessing he pulled that up with his truck. Just kidding. That's got to pull the drill home, so I came back here, do my class real quick, and then help Nathan load up, then go home. Well, it's getting dark out, but we get the 8050 hooked on the anhydrous bar. Who knows, maybe tomorrow. Spring plant 2022 might start up. Just rolling back in, unload the skid loader, and go grab a bite to eat. Okay, not. Hi, Grandma. Good night. Oh, this cat's pregnant. You're pregnant. You can tell that because of the way it is. Before we close out the video, guys, I got a present. Got sent some shop lights from a company. So let's take a look. Ooh, Olfus. Cool. Let's put it together. Okay, let's take a look. So I got a big light and I got a little smaller one. We're gonna take a look at it. It took me 2 minutes to assemble. Let's try and turn it on. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay, those are bright. Yep, I think those will work. Whew. Yeah, I think these will be nice for, you know, anything. Wow, these things are really bright. This will be a nice little work light. I can hang it somewhere. This thing is pretty slick. I like it. You guys are interested, link will be down in the description. Really appreciate the company for working with me and sending this thing to try out. I think it's gonna be awesome. Just look at this. Man, that's bright. This thing's brighter than my future. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, take it easy. Ta-ta for now. Spring is right on the corner.